I'm Chinese. Israel has accused China of hating Hamas.
This is not a joke. Netanyahu just made a speech and now is threatening China. He's saying they're gonna go into China to go get whoever the fuck they want to get. And see, Israel has had a major issue with China for the longest because China has refused. Like, China has actively let Israel know it doesn't want any Jewish interference or Israeli interference in its country. China has expelled multiple Israelis in the past. So Israel, now that they've finally gotten the power, they're coming back for the countries that didn't want to fuck with them back in the past.
You've heard it right. Israel said what it said. But the amount of responses that have been given in response to their reaction toward China is what is cracking me. People who thought that the world doesn't believe in the power of China, it does. China has power. China is the god right here. And when I say TikTok, most people think that TikTok is predominantly Chinese. This has been the most outstanding post that a Chinese made in response to what Israel claimed their country is doing.
As an ordinary Chinese person, I want to say this to Israel. You are welcome to China.
And you want to believe what TikTokers did? They are determined to take this post to 10 million likes. And when I say TikTokers, I must mention again, TikTok isn't predominantly Chinese. You must know that. There's so few Chinese on TikTok. I don't think you'll believe me on this. And if they are, they're not Chinese. This is a Chinese from China who is speaking right here. Chinese, not Chinese American. Check this. Like, you won't believe it. And the stitches that were given in response to this is what is really cracking me. I will let you listen to the few stitches that were given in response. Like the video for recommendation, and let's dive into this. But before then, watch this entire clip.
I'm Chinese. Israel has accused China of hating Hamas in Beijing. They even said they would come to Beijing to arrest them. This is beyond ridiculous. As an ordinary Chinese person, I want to say this to Israel. You are welcome to China. China hates the war, but we are never afraid of war. Especially not afraid of the provocation of those who destroy the humanity and bring evil to the world. Justice will always protect this world. So think it very carefully, Israel. The whole world is watching you. How long do you plan to keep hurting humanity? To be honestly, as a Chinese person, I don't even feel the need to respond to you, because we never consider it you are a real opponent. That is, peace for the world, and many people live with happiness and joy.
Hear me out. Netanyahu said that China is waging an information blockade against Israel. Wait, pause. Who actually oversees TikTok moderation in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East? Because reports are showing it's not Beijing pulling those levers. The trust and safety leadership in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East has included people with backgrounds in Israeli intelligence. In other words, the so-called referees, the referees deciding what gets removed, what gets flagged, and what can circulate, are tied to Israel itself. So if Israel has hands on the control board of TikTok in Europe, how can we seriously believe that China is the one dictating the narrative here? Maybe the real battle isn't who controls the platform, but who gets blamed when the story doesn't go your way, huh?
Is gonna crash America out. I've never seen another human so gung on war.
Things to break loose from this siege that is organized by a few states. One is China, and the other is Qatar. And they are organizing an attack on Israel legitimacy in the social media of the Western world and the United States.
Ever in my life, all through middle school, high school, learning history, we've never seen an individual like this. So now, Bibi is claiming that China and Iran are coming together to propose an attack on Israel. But you're just gonna have to get the fuck out of here if you think that we believe that, okay? This dude is gun-ho. He wants America to back him up with anything this dude imagines. If Israel goes to war with China, guess who's coming with? America. Do you think America wants any part of this dude creating wars for us to fight? I don't know what has to be done, but something has to be done. Like America, we got to stand up. We have to talk about this stuff because Bibi is literally running us here. Anything this man imagines, anything that comes to this guy's mind, he gets up on that stage and preaches it like it's the truth. I don't know how far this is gonna go. Now he wants to go into Beijing. What? Come on, listen, dude. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm not here for it. I don't want no parts of it, and I'm pretty sure anybody watching this, except Blue State members, would agree.
Wow, this just in. Israel has just accused China of hiding Hamas people in Beijing. He literally said that we will come after Beijing if they hide Hamas terrorists in China. He is going hardcore on China, and we're still waiting on China's response to all of these accusations. Netanyahu said basically that China is now actively involved with this, saying that they are not just passively, they are aggressively. He even accused them of funding some parts of Hamas. It is crazy that he's going after China thinking that he could win. Wow.
I lived in China in 2015. I've worked in China. I studied Mandarin for 4 years. I have Chinese friends in and outside China. I have a military official friend in China. Israel picking a fight with China is quite possibly a death sentence. China simply does not give a damn. You may give a damn, but China, the CCP, Xi Jinping, does not give a damn. In Mandarin, mayo means no. Mayo damn. So apparently Israel thinks that in Beijing, China is harboring and protecting Hamas. There's no evidence of this. It's literally Israel, I think, poking the bear, being like, do you support us? Are we still friends? Meanwhile, China's over there taking care of their people, improving their country, minding their own business. China protects China. China will be involved in political relationships that make sense to them. When they are instigated, that is bad news bear. We could go into the Easter egg of surveillance that is China. When I was living and working in China, I would make a phone call to my family back home in the States, and I would hear the person monitoring my phone call. Like, they 1000% monitor you while you're inside their country. If you're using one of their SIM cards, if you are on a cellular plan that is in China, like, you're just going to be monitored. I could hear the person chewing, eating something while I was talking, and my dad and mom would be like, what is that? I'm like, that's not me smacking. When you're in China, you're playing by China's rules. Same as here in the States, same as in Germany, same as in South Africa, same as in Thailand. Any governing body is going to force you to play by their rules. They may be fair or not, but to accuse China of something that China, I wholeheartedly believe, is not doing is crazy work. And like I said, is a death sentence, which... Is it bad for me to hope that Netanyahu continues to poke and prod China for what may happen in retaliation? I don't know. But one thing is for certain, China is that bitch. She is that girl. She's not the girl any of us want to mess with, and I'm so glad Israel is about to find out what happens. The fuck is that? China said, girl, they tapped into my electricity. They say, yes, they're clapping with me. Thank you. And it just stopped. I love you, CCP. Wa'ani.
Have you heard that Israel is going to bomb China because apparently Hamas is in Beijing? I know. Yeah. He really thinks that he's going to pull this off, because I really fucking hope he does. China's going to show them what it's mean to fuck around and find out. Yo, I know. Babe, bestie. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. Yes, they'll finally go down in flames.
The country that's currently committing a genocide in Gaza is now threatening China.
Ooh, you have no idea what the fuck you've done. You have no, oh my, that is, oh no. Israelis, for the sake of your sanity, if you guys even have any after all the kids you've killed, do not go after China. Xi Jinping is up there with Stalin when it comes down to ruthlessness and brutality. Now, I'm not saying he's got the body count of how many people he's killed, but when it comes down to the aura and the threat he represents, that's basically it. China is responsible for half the shit that we use in this world right now. What makes you think you want to smoke with them, knowing what you're going to do to the economy if you win, and what's going to happen to your country if you lose, which is probably going to happen. Either way, you're fucked. I never thought I would have to rely on Xi Jinping for Israel to get smoked on the ass, but here we are.
But let's be honest, this feels like pure distraction. The whole world knows that they are committing genocide, and instead of facing that, they're out here pointing fingers. It's about time the big powers stepped in, cut deals, blocked weapons, put pressure on Israel. Free Palestine isn't just a slogan, it's overdue justice.
Guys, I have never been such a fan of China until now. Gosh, the way China and Pakistan together is shutting down Israel is just... Firstly, the audacity of Israel to compare this scenario right here with how US killed Bin Laden in Pakistan. You might be wondering like me, like how, what, did I hear it correctly? How is that even related? Then listen to me. Israel claims that they are trying to kill Hamas in Palestine. So that is equal to US trying to kill Bin Laden in Pakistan. The audacity of Netanyahu to claim that Hamas are hiding there in Beijing and the next attack of his is gonna be there in Beijing. Does he really think that he's gonna win that war against China? I think only China can show this dumbasses place now.
Alright, this message is for Israel and Israel only. Quick question. Why the f are you fucking with China? Why? Is there a particular reason why you're messing with China? Because of pro-Hamas propaganda? Or is it because of anti-Israeli propaganda? For those of you who don't know, China 100% supports Palestine. And as you also know, I support China as well. Especially when it comes to this whole feud with Israel. This whole bullshit that Israel got going on. Yeah, I'm with China 100%. That's over 5,000 years of history right there. Israel does not stand a chance. And America do not get involved with this shit. Israel started this bullshit. Do not get involved.
Why am I seeing videos of the country that shall not be named is threatening my girl China? China doesn't play, baby. China does not play.
Is it just me, or is everybody collectively waking up to how potentially evil Israel is? And I'm not just talking about the Gaza and the Palestine stuff. That is terrible in and of itself. But even past that, like how interconnected they are with controlling our government, whether it's AIPAC and funding senators and funding congresspeople, whether it's presidents and administrations, leading all the way back to JFK, whether it's even like Ghislaine Maxwell's dad was a Mossad agent and then founded McGraw-Hill textbooks, and it contributes how to what we're taught in school, to like everything in the banking. There is just so much influence that the Jewish and Israel community has had, and I feel like everyone is just collectively waking up at this time, and it's definitely contributed by the Charlie Kirk assassination, and that's probably one of the reasons why. Is anyone else just seeing this, or is it just me?
Some call China weak or a paper tiger, but the truth is the entire planet should be grateful. China is holding back the most powerful war machine in human history. With over 4,000 years of recorded history, China has experienced nearly 4,000 wars. That means almost every year involved conflict. The Chinese people have been called the ultimate warrior race by netizens with the so-called berserker gene. Yet today, China chooses peace. Why? Because ancient wisdom teaches that war is a last resort. Sun Tzu's Art of War says the best victory is won without fighting. China focuses on development and cooperation, not domination. While America spends billions on military bases and wars, China builds high-speed railways and electric cars. China's economy grew from bottom 10 to top 2 globally without firing a single shot. But don't mistake peace for weakness. During disasters like earthquakes or pandemics, China shows incredible mobilization skills. Troops and resources move within minutes. Drones and tech operate with precision. Their recent military parades revealed weapons that can strike anywhere on Earth. If China wanted to fight, it could. But Chinese people's livelihoods over conflict. So next time someone questions China's strength, remember, true power isn't about starting wars. It's about having the strength to choose peace.